Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. So, are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
We are. We are.
Wow. Get over it.
I mean, no one cares.
Don't you know a Democrat hoax when you see one? Apparently, Epstein victims sat down yesterday and talked to the committee. And one of the things they were asked about was President Trump. Here's what they had to say.
Press,
yeah.
I do have to ask, and I know, and it's just something that I think we're compelled to at this moment, with the attention on President Trump, with these questions around a pardon. Did anybody see or hear of the president himself doing anything inappropriate as it related to Jeffrey Epstein?
No.
No. Well, there you go. Boy, what a disappointing answer for them.
Yeah, there were a couple of them that said nope.
Are we sure
Wow.
that we're talking about the same Donald J. Trump?
Yeah. Wait, why don't you think a little more carefully, a little bit longer, and come back with a different answer? Because that was completely unacceptable. I love that. No. Nobody's alleging any kind of impropriety from President Trump. One of the victims said something about that. Who was it that bragged?
Epstein bragged about being
Epstein
buddies.
himself bragged about knowing him and being friendly with him. So,
Which is something he did for many people.
right. And we already know that they were friends at one time and had a falling out.
There's video footage of them.
So there's absolutely nothing to it.
Yeah. And if you want people to tune out on Epstein and where this thing is headed, then keep having characters like Gloria Allred attached to it.
Yeah, geez.
Because that's
unfortunate.
A lot of people are just going to say this is bogus now if she's attached to this with her history of what's another way to say ambulance
defending
chasing,
people
of ambulance chasing with her daughter
of defending
falsely
people
accusing
who are accused
Trump
of things that they didn't do.
already have a pattern of falsely accusing Donald Trump. So that's gonna unravel any kind of momentum you're gonna have for justice for rapist elite pedophiles.
One of the Jeffrey Epstein survivors recalled a trip to Africa with former President Bill Clinton.
Which we've all known about.
You just
that.
took a trip with him?
We've all known.
That's it?
We've all known about that. It was oh shoot! There was some campaign that they were all going there for. But I mean, I don't think that was
it a charity
unknown.
thing?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah. So there's nothing there. If she doesn't allege, at least yesterday, as far as I know, she didn't allege he did anything wrong.
And
Even
I don't think we got any names from anyone. Right? We're hearing all these allegations of people, but no names.
They are getting together and talking about coming up with a list of names.
Yeah,
I don't know why that hasn't happened already.
Right.
And Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene looking to because they're trying to protect them from any kind of lawsuits by outing these people. And so if they can get 218 votes, then they would be able to read it into the congressional record and do it that way.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to see where this
That's
goes.
interesting.
Yeah.
For his part, President Trump had the same thing to say about this that he always has to say about it.
Okay.
So this is a Democrat hoax that never ends. You know, it reminds me a little of the Kennedy situation. We gave him everything over and over again, more and more and more, and nobody's ever satisfied. From what I understand, I could check, but from what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given. But it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president. Even if you look at D.C. right now, D.C., it's a totally safe zone. It's called a safe zone. That's a term. It's a term of art.
That's what they call it.
It's a safe zone because it's very safe. You can walk down the street now and nothing's going to happen. No crime, no murders, no nothing. Because we had a lot of problems with certain places, and we still do. All run by Democrats, or for the most part run by Democrats. So what they're trying to do with the Epstein hoax is get people to talk about that instead of speaking about the tremendous success like ending 7 wars. I ended 7 wars.
Yeah, we have
Nobody's going to talk about it because they're going to talk about the Epstein, whatever. I understand that we were subpoenaed to give files, and I understand we've given thousands of pages of files. And I know that no matter what you do, it's going to keep going. And I think it's, I think it's enough because I think we should talk about the greatness of our country and the success that we're having. I think we're probably having, according to what I read, even from 2 people in this room, we're having the most successful 8 months of any president ever. And that's what I want to talk about. That's what we should be talking about, not the Epstein hoax.
He's got to stop calling it that. It's not a Democrat hoax. There are actual victims here, and there are many of them. And they're speaking on the Hill right now. It's not a hoax. These women, these girls, were abused by high-profile men. And it's not a Democrat hoax. We can talk about all the great things you've done. We do, and we have, and we will continue to talk about the great things. But that's not all we're going to talk about. There are some issues here that need to be addressed. Man, this pisses me off. Tell the victims it's a hoax. Why don't you walk up to one of them, tell them it's a hoax. See how that goes over. Because I'm pretty sure it won't go over very well.
Yeah, a new wrinkle in recent days that's come out is the leaked emails from Ehud Barak with Jeffrey Epstein, which could lead to some interesting paths as well. Peter Thiel discussed in them, some members of Vladimir Putin's inner circle. So we could be learning quite a bit more of Jeffrey Epstein's connections to world leaders and his propensity to want to be involved in the world of spying.
One of the victims, Lisa Phillips, actually said that several of us, Epstein survivors, have been discussing creating our own list of names. We know the names. Many of us were abused by them. Now, together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know were regularly in the Epstein world, and it will be done by survivors and for survivors. No one else is involved. I love that. I mean, that's the only way we're going to get to the bottom of this now. I don't know why it hasn't happened already. I don't know why didn't you do this a long time ago?
Yeah.
But at least they're together now, and they're talking about putting together the list. That's probably the only way we'll ever know, because they just keep releasing the same things over and over again and tell us, and then they tell us, you got everything. So do it. Let's hear it. Let's finally have the people responsible brought to justice. Meanwhile, the White House has told Republicans who are signing on to the Massey bill about this that it's a hostile act. What? It's a hostile act? Against whom?
He thinks you doth protest too much.
Right? And I don't know why they're protesting so much. I don't understand it. It's inconceivable to me. I keep using that word. I don't think it means what I think it means.
I don't think it does.
But come on. A hostile act? It's like it's personal against him. And I'm certainly not accusing him of doing anything wrong, except calling it a Democrat hoax all the time. Other than that, I don't think he was involved. It's clear he wasn't involved, because had he been involved, we would have known it a long time ago.
Absolutely.
Joe Biden would have used that during the campaign, before the campaign. They would have used it when he was president. They would have used him. They could have done it 1,000 times to destroy him. So, if he was on that list and anybody had access to it, we would have known a long time ago. So it's not against him. I don't know why he's so offended by it. What is the deal? Maybe it's just because is he protecting Pam Bondi, Kash Patel? I don't know. But it's pissing me off. Maybe he's protecting his own donors. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that's it.
I I think that's a great theory that he's protecting people that are connected to him. Or maybe he's protecting Republican lawmakers in his slim majority in Congress. I guess. Honestly, because it is very interesting, though, that Democrats didn't even care about this. They weren't the one that
Not at all.
driving this ship
Right.
until Donald Trump came out and protested it so much, and now...
Now they're on to something.
Yes, and it's like, what is going on?
I mean, they could have exploited this a long time, but they don't care about the abuse of girls. They don't care about that.
Amen.
That's not something that even interests them. Why would they bring this up as a hoax? They got plenty of other hoaxes that they're chasing down. They're not responsible for this at all. I mean, we would be the first to point it out. It's another Democrat hoax, like climate change and the Russian asset thing and all of the collusion. Those were all hoaxes, and we pointed them out. I'd be happy to point out a Democrat hoax if that's what this is. It isn't. Stop saying it. I can't. Amazing. It's amazing. You know, women are at stake here. We care about them. We care about these victims. We care about people getting away with abuse of 14, 15, 16-year-old girls for years, used as sex slaves, trafficked by this guy, by this billionaire. And who knows how many of his close friends were involved in this. Let's find out, air it out, bring him to justice, and then we can completely move on from it. Quit calling it a hoax and just deal with it once and for all.
And I don't care if 90% of Congress gets taken down. I don't care what party you're in.
No, I don't either.
If you're a pedophile,
I don't care. Right. You deserve rapist, to go down.
Then burn it down.
You bet. You bet. There's other representatives where they came from. Somebody else will run. I mean,
Jeffy, now's your chance. Man of the people over here.
Mm-hmm.
He's running.
You notice how quiet he is about this.
To be clear, I'm not on the list.
we know.
And I'm upset about that.
I would tell you if I was. It is interesting to me that all these women now are coming out saying they were abused now.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you attach Gloria Allred and Lisa Bloom to this.
Yeah, that's a real problem.
This isn't going to be.
That's too bad. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not good. Also, libs protesting JD Vance in Minnesota when he shows up at the church to pay respect to the murdered children and their families. Here's what happened there.
Oh, my gosh. Have some decency. Again,
they don't. They're
memorializing dead children inside that church. And this is the crowd you attract.
Jeez. Okay.
Yep.
All righty. Wow.
And then they walked in. Go ahead and play that one. And then you can hear them actually heckling here.
Didn't look like that big a crowd.
No.
You're right.
Children! Protect our kids! Better! Do better! Use power! Do better!
What are they saying?
Do better.
Do better.
Do better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do better.
Jeez.
There you go. So we're going to heckle the vice president when he shows up to honor deceased children. Cool.
And JD Vance discussed the Minnesota victims.
A lot of things have happened to me since I've become the Vice President of the United States. I have never had a day that will stay with me like this day did, because I really felt like these parents, in the midst of the worst grief of their entire lives, they opened up their lives and they opened up their hearts and they made me part of it. So I'd ask a couple of things, straight from the parents and straight from the families to my fellow Americans. First of all, while 2 kids lost their lives, there's still 1 kid that's in very serious condition, and every single family, the family of Lydia, who luckily recovered, but we visited her in the hospital, the family of the 2 who died, Harper and Fletcher, all 3 of those families said, please say a prayer. So to my fellow Americans, if you're the praying type, say a prayer for this innocent girl who's actually in surgery right now, that the swelling will go down, that she will be okay, because she's still in a fight for her life, and every single family to a person is desperate that the death toll, which currently is at 2, stays at 2. And I think if you're a praying type, you ought to say a prayer for this innocent young girl. The second thing that I'd say is, look, I'm speaking to my fellow Americans who are parents in particular. There is nothing that you can say that can take away the grief that these parents are dealing with. There is no word that can possibly describe the feeling or the emotion or the heartbreak. One of the ways that I'm going to try to honor these parents and the children that they lost is by being a better dad and hugging my kids tight tonight and making sure that they know that their dad loves them, because there are 2 families who are not going to get that opportunity ever again. And if you do have kids, if you're lucky enough to have a son or a daughter, make sure that they know that they love you. Make sure that you hug your kids tight, because there are families in Minneapolis who won't be able to do that ever again.
Wow.
That's a leader right there.
That sure is.
He's great. He really is great. But there was nothing they could spin negative about that. So we moved on to another topic. What about the Venezuelan boat thing?
Oh,
what
yeah.
about that?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you killing people in boats? What are you doing?
Are we saying a prayer for those that you killed?
What about them?
That murdered there?
On the Venezuela vessel strike, what legal authority were you guys working under, and will there be an after report on the strike?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be an after report. I mean, the legal authority, and I want to talk about these kids, is that there are people who are bringing literal terrorists who are bringing deadly drugs into our country, and the President of the United States ran on a promise of stopping this poison from coming into our country. Another question?
Okay.
We're moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Next. Oh, there's those poor fishermen right there.
Fishermen.
There they are, just out on a day out on the water, doing a little fishing, trying to feed the family,
a couple of nets.
And this happens. Wow.
How are the fish biting to get today? They're not. Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
That's what happens when you designate them a terrorist organization.
Oh, yeah. And Rubio, I'm telling you, we say it every time we play a clip from him. What an incredible pick by President Trump for Secretary of State.
Yes.
You know, a surprising pick, really.
Yeah.
A surprisingly good pick.
I'm with you. He has absolutely owned this position, and he's not up there just as a mouthpiece for the president. He sounds very convicted whenever he speaks on behalf of Donald Trump, like he did yesterday. This is a great clip.
These are not stockbrokers. These are not real estate agents who on the side deal a few drugs. These are organized, corporate structured organizations who specialize in the trafficking of deadly drugs into the United States of America. They pose an immediate threat to the United States. Period. If you're on a boat full of cocaine or fentanyl or whatever headed to the United States, you're an immediate threat to the United States. And the president, under his authority as commander-in-chief, has a right under exigent circumstances to eliminate imminent threats to the United States. And that's what he did yesterday in international waters. And that's what he intends to do. We're not going to sit back anymore and watch these people sail up and down the Caribbean like a cruise ship. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen anymore. They're not going to bring drugs into the United States. We're going to stop them. I know a lot of presidents have talked about doing it. This president is not a talker. He's a doer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there was so much to this explanation. And you walked away going, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Because I had my doubts. We raised them yesterday.
Yeah.
We wondered about, they get no trial. We're not going to just arrest them. No, I'm kind of on their side now. I think it's the right thing to do.
Authority.
Yeah.
And
if you're
he exercised it.
If you're out there fishing and we think you got drugs on your boat, we're going to blow you up. Sure.
And Rubio made it clear yesterday that this isn't a new authority. Presidents have been able to do this forever. He's just the one that's actually
doing it,
taking advantage of it.
Yeah, nobody else had the giblets to do this.
Right.
Nobody. Judge Jeanine Pirro talked about intercepting meth ingredients.
Hi, everyone. I'm Judge Jeanine, and I am in Houston, Texas, and I am surrounded by 1,300 barrels of precursors that are being used to make methamphetamines. These precursors were seized as a result of work by my office in Washington, D.C., along with Homeland Security and Customs and Border Patrol. These 1,300 barrels were shipped from Shanghai, China to Mexico. We
Okay.
intercepted these precursors on the high seas, and now the Sinaloa cartel will not be able to use them to make methamphetamines. And the bottom line is this. Whenever there is an effort on the part of foreign terrorist organizations to create drugs that are killing Americans, we will seize them, whether it's on the high seas or whether it's in the country or a foreign country. And by the way, it's going to take 24 18-wheelers to take all of these
Holy
containers
cow.
and put them in a secure storage facility. And that's what we're doing in D.C.
Yeah.
But we're doing it in Houston today. And
Good.
you never know where we're going to be tomorrow.
You never know.
You never know.
We might be on our way to your house next.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, we learned in the documentary series Breaking Bad all of the different ingredients you need
That's
in
correct.
order to make meth. And
The precursors.
Mm-hmm. And so there you go. That's a lot going
It's a
on
lot.
there.
1,300 barrels of it?
Can't even bring in product to make soap with. Anymore, man. I tell you, world's going to hell.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. All right. Listen, if you want to drop a few extra pounds, you want to boost your energy levels or reduce swelling in your legs and feet, then you're going to love these two American-made health supplements. First, Liver Health Formula. Fat deposits in the liver can pile on the pounds and make you feel tired and sluggish. Liver Health Formula helps reduce fat deposits with nutrients like artichoke extract and milk thistle. In a customer survey, almost 60% reported better weight management, 87% reported more energy. Plus, there's lymph system support. The natural ingredients in lymph system support help gently flush extra fluid and toxins out of the body, which can help reduce swelling in your legs and your feet. And right now, for a limited time, you can get 35% off Liver Health Formula and lymph system support, along with all 45-plus health supplements Pure Health Research has to offer. So head over to purehealthresearch.com. Use the promo code PAT at checkout. That's purehealthresearch.com. Promo code PAT to save 35% on your order today.
Pat Gray is Unleashed.
Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., National Guard troops wanted nothing to do with Don Lemon.
This is so fun.
Can't blame them for that.
Nice, no kidding.
Cannot blame them for that.
Hi guys, how are you? Hey, how are you? You guys, how do you feel being here? Great question.
To the state PAO's office.
Beat it.
That's it?
He directed him to the Public Information Office.
Yeah, state PO, sir. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you very much.
Get out of my face, Donnie.
I love that.
Have we picked a new city that we're going to take over? Another city yet today, or are we still sticking with Chicago and New Orleans?
No, I
or
think we're distracted by boats right now.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we got Baltimore, right? We're thinking Baltimore. We're thinking Chicago. We're thinking New Orleans.
Okay. We chose. Oh man, there's other cities.
The mean
we can
streets
pick.
of Helena.
Yeah.
May I
know.
suggest?
We could probably wrap that up in a day.
I mean, seriously, what is next? Where will you go next with the National Guard troops? Is this what we want? The U.S. military in every big city in America? I thought it was just going to be a temporary, real quick thing, and then we're out of there, and it was done. And I thought that in Los Angeles. Now D.C., I'm like, oh, okay, well, D.C. is a different deal. Mm-hmm. That can be under federal control. It's the capital city. It's not a state. So he has jurisdiction there.
Well, I mean, you can get on a technicality if you're interfering with the laws of the federal government, such as ICE raids. Then if you have a specific purpose,
right,
then you absolutely could make a presence there. But as far as beat cops, National Guard is beat cops.
Yeah, I'm
definitely.
And look, I don't want to be negative about what this president is doing. I mean, we've been very positive. But lately, I'm really struggling with some of this stuff.
I thought you were against crime, personally.
Yeah,
I thought you were against crime.
No, I love it.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I mean, boy, did I misread that?
I guess you're against. I guess you're for crime if you're against the National Guard being sent to fight it. I guess that's true. But between the Epstein Democrat hoax thing, the 600,000 Chinese students, which I can't for the life of me understand, The government buying 10% of Intel.
Right.
And this. I don't know. There's just some questionable
burning the American
shaky
flag.
Yeah, right. Forgot about that.
Come on, man.
A year in prison for burning the American flag, which is a free speech issue.
It's a private property issue, too.
Yeah.
If I bought the flag, I can do what I want to with it.
Yeah, I don't want you to.
I don't like that, but
either.
it shouldn't be a crime.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
So, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Chicago, New Orleans.
We got to get to Memphis, too.
Got to get to Memphis.
Got to clean up Memphis.
Memphis might even be run by a Republican.
I don't care. We just need to get there and clean it up.
We need to get there.
It needs to be a safe city.
What about Detroit? Come on,
sure,
we talk about Detroit all the time.
Absolutely.
I gotta say, man, I was in Scottsbluff, Nebraska last week. There was a couple of shady characters there. We could send the troops in.
Scottsbluff, really?
Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
All right.
You're on alert.
Would you be in favor of National Guard troops in Dallas? Because that's got some crime.
It does.
So we're going to send Guard troops into that?
Maybe Houston,
Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Denver, Colorado, Fargo, North Dakota.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Let's get it into every single corner of this country.
Dubuque,
Iowa. Yeah.
You want that to be a safe city?
Yeah, I do. I want it to be a completely safe zone. Absolutely. I want to walk down the streets of this city without fear. I don't know, man. He's making it hard. In a lot of it, several issues. What is that? 4 or 5 things that we're little concerned with right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just us. I don't know. Maybe it's just us. I guess we're just supposed to bend the knee every single time.
You're supposed to say only the
speaks.
good stuff.
Only
because,
the good stuff.
you could spend 8 months talking about all the great stuff that Trump has done, which we have done.
And we have done
every
it.
single day.
Yep.
But, oh my gosh, point out some things you disagree with, and there's going to be a segment that is just like, oh my gosh, what's what a TDS coming out of you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You never liked him.
Right. Oh, we hear it all. We hear it all.
Oh, boy.
It's called being completely intellectually honest with what's happening in the news.
And we try to be consistent.
And we try to be consistent. And we call out politicians of all stripes if they do something that's against the Constitution.
We don't follow a man. We follow principles. And when the man abides by those principles, we're going to like it. And when he doesn't, we're not going to like it. So I can't help it. Can't help
and that
it.
takes nothing away from his victories, and there have been
there have been a lot, and we pointed them all out.
It's awesome.
We've defended him against all of the nonsense from the Democrats. And that's why I say, if this were a Democrat hoax on the Epstein thing, I'd be thrilled to point it out. I just don't believe it is. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's anything like that. The Democrats don't even care about these women. Right. They couldn't care less. Wow. But I will say something that I think we can all agree on here is the mainstream media sucks. We've had this Kristi Noem interview on the docket all week. And I think, we've got time here. Check out the edit that CBS did and the unedited version.
So the first part of this is what aired. But the full answer is what follows that never aired.
Check this out, this interview, this answer from Kristi Noem.
And the one thing that we will continue to do is to make sure that he doesn't walk free in the United States of America. This individual was a known human smuggler, a MS-13 gang member, an individual who was a wife beater, and someone who was so perverted that he solicited nude photos from minors, and even his fellow human traffickers told him to knock it off. He was so sick in what he was doing and how he was treating small children.
They took all that out.
He needs to never be in the United States of America, and our administration is making sure we're doing all that we can to bring him to justice.
I mean, that's incredible. Mm-hmm. So the reason for why this man is being so persecuted, completely removed from her answer. And it makes it sound like this poor Maryland family man is just being persecuted and you just won't leave him alone. Well, here's why. I mean, come on.
Look, we wanted his day in court, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're getting it, and we're going to see where this ends up, Uganda. Looking forward to that trip. All expense
he
paid.
has not left yet.
All expense paid.
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
And, we don't have to separate the family. The family can go with him. We'll even throw that in for free.
That day is coming.
All right, we'll check it with Jeffy and the Fat Five coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
I don't know if we've mentioned they finally figured out with the autopsy what killed Ozzy Osbourne. Everything.
Of course.
Everything killed him. Yeah, he had literally every disease known to man.
He had a lot going on.
High blood pressure,
he had a lot
heart disease,
had the Parkinson's,
little drug abuse. There was a lot of throwing in there. So, poor guy. What was he? 76, I think.
I think that sounds right. Yeah.
I'm so glad he had that farewell concert.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Right before. That was cool. That's cool.
At some point, we'll have to play. I heard a clip the other day, and I didn't put it in any of the Fat Fives. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Roger Waters talking about it. He's such a great guy.
Isn't he, though?
He's such a great guy.
Isn't he?
Douche.
And Ozzy's son lit into him.
Fight back. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
So he deserves it.
Absolutely. He deserves more.
He sure does. And with that, here's Jeffy with the Fat Five.
Okay. I feel like this is just a daily update, but no winner in the Powerball drawing last night. No jackpot. So we roll it over for Saturday with for $1.70 billion.
Is that the biggest ever?
No. No. Remember we had there's the chart. We had the two over the $2 billion there in 2023 or whatever. But now it's 1.7, which by the time it gets to Saturday, it'll be more than the second place, 1.76 there.
So who's going to be the lucky winner in California this time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Power goes out.
But in the 2020s, it was the third now, still the third largest. But by the time Saturday rolls around, it'll be the second largest. By the time that Saturday drawing. So, and you still have the mega for Friday, which is 130. It's actually
the cash payout, right?
It's actually 151 for the cash payout. Yeah.
But the actual
this cash payout here, actual is 336 for mega.
Okay.
But this one here is a 770 million cash payout, 770.3 million for the cash payout.
It's pretty good.
That is. That's very good.
You make it work.
That's very good. And again, I just want to be clear so everyone understands. I'm willing to accept it.
Okay.
I'm leaving myself open to accepting it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm here for it.
All right.
Now there was a winner of $2 million from Texas. I haven't checked my tickets yet, so it's possible. Could have hit the $2 million.
Maybe you should check.
I'm doing that this afternoon. As a matter of fact. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down until then. I'm still riding high on the possibility that it's me.
Okay.
Because probably not going to be.
Do you think? You think it's probably not you? Okay.
It's probably not going to be.
All
I
right.
still have a little hope. There could be a little hope. For those of you happy and those of you, I don't know, all wound up over the reports that Stephen Colbert signed a $13.5 million deal with Netflix for a 7-episode series about his journey through American TV history. And even though Colbert joked in August that Netflix should call him, the story is not true.
It's not?
It's just a made-up story. It's just a made-up story,
Good.
so it's not true.
Good.
Sadly, it could end up being true, but right now, no. You'd think that maybe that'd be wasted money by Netflix, but really, I was thinking about this last night. For a place like Netflix, there are many other content providers, are all Colbert lovers. So to keep them happy, 13 to 14 million to give Colbert a few episodes really is.
I could see it happening.
Worth it. Yeah,
I mean, it's certainly believable.
Yeah, absolutely. But for now,
it's not true.
Not true. Yeah, it's not true. And I'm not sure if this is sad or good for him, but 4-time Olympic gold medalist Greg Louganis, widely regarded as one of the greatest American divers, recently said that he sold some of his hardware to help facilitate his move.
3 out of 4 gold medals.
Panama.
Yeah.
He's 65 now. He shared the news saying, I decided to sell my home, auction 3 of my medals because I needed the money. While many people have built businesses and sold them for a profit, I had my medals, which I'm grateful for. If I had proper management, I might not have been in that position. But what is done is done. Live and learn. So he sold the 3 medals, the 2 from 84 and the 1988 games, and the silver from 1976. He previously tried to sell them in 2022 and 2023. And I couldn't get the allotted amount that he wanted, but he ended up this year getting $430,000 for them. Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
It's pretty good.
And he said he hopes to the sale of his home and the medals will help him find himself with a fresh start in Panama. So
Sounds like he's going through some stuff.
He said he gets now he gets to discover who is Greg Louganis without the distraction and noise from the outside. At least this is my goal. And hey, I might not find that. I think I may find it at times and moments. My goal is to live it, discover, allow, and nurture that human spirit through the experiences of life.
He didn't say why he's moving to Panama.
No, he didn't. What? To discover who Greg Louganis is. What is your problem with that? I don't know.
You can't discover that in America?
You cannot.
Okay.
You cannot. There's too much noise, too much background, too many problems.
But he didn't go political on it, which
No, he didn't. I thought he was going to.
I did too.
I thought for sure he was headed for that, and he did not. So, I mean, that's good for him. And he may have had more medals had they not canceled the 80 Olympics, right?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that was his prime, man.
It was.
Yeah, he would have been great.
Because I think he was 18 in 76.
Yeah, he was
when he won the
really
silver.
young. Yeah.
And then so by 88 he would have been 30, and still winning medals.
He won them right. Well, he won them in the 84 and 88.
Yeah,
but he would have had
a bunch
in
chance
80. In 80. Absolutely. Yeah, he was the top prime form then. Sad to see that go away for him. Be sure to subscribe to my daily show, Chewing the Fat, available wherever you get your podcast. Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher, available everywhere you get your podcasts. We doing a commercial, or we just moving on? Because I can keep going if you'd like, but I thought maybe you had to tell us
I should tell you about the Jace case,
product.
frankly.
Yeah.
You know, September is National Preparedness Month. Did you know that?
I did not.
No, you
I
did not.
You weren't prepared for the preparedness month, were you?
Right.
I mean,
maybe you better get prepared, my friend.
You're doing this.
It's a great reminder that it's always smart to be ready for whatever comes our way, and it couldn't be a better time to prepare. When some people are saying we might be headed into a recession, whether that happens or not, it just makes sense to be prepared. It's not fear-based; it's just common sense. Having the right supplies on hand gives you peace of mind. So even if others start to panic, you're actually ready for whatever happens. And that's why there's Jace Medical. They provide real-world solutions like the Jace case. 10 emergency medications and prescription antibiotics shipped right to your door, so you're ready ahead of time. And that's obviously the time to get ready. And Jace Daily, with that, you have up to a 12-month supply of your chronic medications, so your daily stuff. That's why they call it Jace Daily. See?
I did know that.
Yeah, you did know that?
I did know that. Yeah.
Okay, good. All through National Preparedness Month, Jace is running a huge sale to make emergency preparedness more affordable. See online for details. It's going to be great, though. Enter the promo code PAT at checkout for a discount on your order. That's promo code PAT at jace.com.
Now, more of Pat Gray Unleashed.
Yes, sir. More Pat Gray Unleashed and more of the Chewing the Fat Five. I want to go back a little bit and talk about this China party that went on. It's been irking me since this past meeting. President Trump wrote on Truth Social when they were meeting. They all got together. Xi had his big military parade and party for their 80th year since World War II. But Trump actually posted on Truth Social when it was just getting underway. He said, told Xi to mention the massive amount of support and blood that the United States of America gave to China to help it secure its freedom from the very unfriendly foreign invader. And he also said, please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America. Really funny. Now, he was, this is them walking out. It was they were all together with 26 other world leaders, just really kind of agonizing to me. Now, Trump was asked about it yesterday at this when he was in the Oval with the head of Poland, and this is his comments there.
In the past, people rarely lived longer.
No.
Clip 11.
That they're conspiring against the United States. What do you think they're conspiring to do? And given this, is it reason why you should slap or would consider slapping secondary sanctions on Russia if they're conspiring against the U.S. now?
Well, I've already done that with regard to India, and we're doing it with regard to other things. And I put out a truth last night. You saw that. And I was the one that brought it up. I said they're only doing this. They're looking to, when they did what they did, I thought it was a beautiful ceremony. I thought it was very, very impressive. But I understood the reason they were doing it, and they were hoping I was watching, and I was watching.
And I was.
My relationship with all of them is very good. We're going to find out how good it is over the next week or two. I think that we helped China very much, as you know, when they talk about freedom. And I don't believe that, and maybe I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't believe that America, that the United States was acknowledged for helping China to gain its freedom. But perhaps that was just that was a sleight of hand. I mean, I was very surprised. I watched the speech last night. President Xi's a friend of mine. But I thought that the United States should have been mentioned last night during that speech because we helped China very, very much.
Yeah, well,
they're never going to do that.
That's not going to happen.
They're not going to do that.
That's not going to happen.
But he hasn't. Now, he claims Xi is a good friend of his. Has he gone 17,000 miles around the Tibetan plateau with him?
I don't think so.
Has he done that? I don't think so either.
So.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's... He would have told us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Donald Trump would have told us if that happened.
So he can't lay claim to that like Joe Biden can.
Now, they all got... It's interesting seeing all the world leaders there and, the placement of them and how... Putin and Kim walked out with Xi, and then at the end, Xi and Putin actually had a press conference, kind of, and they were discussing immortality. Boy, that sounds good, huh?
Mm-hmm. In the past, people rarely lived longer than 70 years, but today, they say that at 70, you are still a child.
Human organs can be continuously transplanted. The longer you live, the younger you become, and can even achieve immortality.
Wow.
Now,
that's Putin.
Okay.
Now, I will say,
all right.
with the gibberish, we don't actually know that that's what was said. Okay. I mean, it's obviously, I believe it, but we don't know that for sure.
Right.
Plus, I will say this, Kim Jong-un, he brought his daughter with him, so they're concerned maybe that, she's the successor, not the sis. Not the sister, but the daughter. She's going to follow in his footsteps. But I loved how he travels and he believes in leave no trace. Because when he gets done meeting with people, and he met with Putin here, his do people wipe down all the seats so there's no DNA.
That's right.
He brought his own toilet. He brought his own water, everything. They wiped down everything so there's no DNA of the leader because
why?
They don't want you to have any idea about his health. Nothing.
That gets back to the North Koreans then.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't want to have anything to do with it. So they wipe, the do people, you didn't wipe down that chair good enough, dead.
Paranoid much?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. Can you imagine anybody getting DNA off where he sat? Ick. Nobody would.
I disagree.
Anybody
I
would
disagree. If I'm in his place, I wipe that.
Would
crap
Somebody's
out.
in charge of cleaning out that toilet too.
Absolutely, that is a fact. It's interesting that they met the other day, and then we talked a little bit yesterday that India was not a part of the parade or any of the showcasing of that. So that's kind of good news for us.
Yeah, Modi wasn't there.
It's absolutely good news for us. I mean, they're pissed about the oil and the Russian deal for.
But
his
at least
country.
you didn't attend the big parade,
right?
Keeping it to the economics.
Yes, I like that a lot. I mean, that was a good move on his part.
Yeah.
The rest of these countries, Trump needs to do some serious economic issues with them, man.
Yeah.
That needs to stop.
Yeah, any foreign aid going to any of those 26 nations that were there with him needs to stop.
Yeah, right now.
We're done.
I mean, that they started. We talked. The parade was actually awesome. We talked about the marching, the troops, and he started with riding in his limo, inspecting the troops. There was 26 helicopters. That right there is the underwater drone. Those things are cool. All made with our technology, though.
Of course.
Which leads me into, before we look at all, I mean, they were talking about how the helicopters flew in formation. It was a 70-minute display. They showcased, AI-enhanced anti-drone tanks, the anti-ship hypersonic missiles, those underwater drones, the DF-61 truck-launched intercontinental ballistic missiles, which is, I guess, one of the most advanced models in development.
That's what they say.
There was like 50,000 people there, which seemed they say it was like the biggest, but I mean, we had 300,000 or 400,000 for Trump's military march. It's not the biggest at all,
and they didn't have to be there.
Correct. Correct.
People did.
They sure did. I mean, they shut down that whole area. They had people in Tiananmen Square couldn't cook. They gave them free food for breakfast, so there wouldn't be smoke in the air. Blurring the vision in Tiananmen Square.
Right.
So, I mean, they had they released 80,000 doves, 80,000 multicolored balloons. They had over 200
balloons.
They had over.
Do they not care about turtles?
They do not.
Oh no, those
they
bastards.
do not.
Oh
they do
my
not.
gosh.
I'm pretty sure that some of those underwater
gosh.
drones hit turtles as well. They don't care.
No.
Yeah, they don't care.
Oh, wow.
And they had 230,000 Chinese flags hung around the Capitol. Go ahead and try to burn one of those. Go ahead. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man. I really, it's just, the whole thing kind of irks me. I just bugs me.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you look at all that technology that
they stole
presumably
from us.
much of it was stolen from us. We have to not allow 600,000 Chinese students to come into this country.
Oh, who's going to do that? Don't be silly.
Period. Because remember, we looked, Pat, a week or so ago, and it wasn't 600,000.
No,
it was like
275,000 or something.
under 300,000.
Yeah.
So, and then I thought maybe he misspoke. But then the other day,
he's been
he
asked
made
about it multiple times.
He says 600,000.
Yep.
No, that cannot happen. I'm sorry. We're just opening up the door for espionage.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
It makes zero sense. I don't understand. And, we have not really... and I think this is what Modi's really pissed about. I heard a report today where we have not really sanctioned China as much as we can with the Russian oil like we're doing to India. And I feel like that's where Modi's really pissed about. Maybe not so much him having to pay that, but hey, what are we doing here? How about we slap a little bit of thing on China over here?
Yeah, legitimate.
These guys are not your friend. I am. So, I mean, it is a legitimate complaint.
I love Chinese people, too, but come on.
Exactly.
Can I just ask a follow-up on the North Korea poop mobile or whatever he's got going on?
He brought his own little toilet, yeah.
So are they carrying that back to North Korea with them?
Yeah.
All the stuff that he dropped here?
They are.
Or in China?
What is don't you understand about it?
That is... What a gig.
Seriously sick.
It is, man.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. Got a few tweets here. Dirty Mule tweets. That looks like the type of boating accident, the one where it explodes, because we shot a missile at them. That boating accident that cost Pat his guns. It is very
very
reminiscent of the one that Yeah, the boating accident.
Where you lost all your guns.
Yeah. You just at the bottom of a body of water. I can't remember which one. Caffeinated Texan tweets, "We never gave pirates trials. Glad to see America getting its giblets back." From M, "We all know Jeffy's on his phone now, trying to Google where those 24 meth trucks are going."
First of all, they're not meth trucks. Right.
No,
ingredients
precursors
to make soap.
Right.
That's what they are.
Right.
I'm trying to...
1,300 barrels of soap-making ingredients.
Thank you.
So that's great.
Anything could be a precursor.
Making ingredients.
All right. Oh, we got a better look. Remember the other day we showed you the Peter Doocy clip where he shows Donald Trump his phone.
Trump says, "Let me see that."
Because there's something on his phone.
That was
and
so good.
We got a closer look at what he's showing President Trump. This was the Epstein files.
Oh, good job, Biden.
With
Bunter.
with all the names on it.
Or Bunter Hayden, I believe is
the
actually.
bottom should just read hoax.
Should. Yep.
Good stuff.
All right. That's fun.
That's a
fun.
great scene, though, man, with Trump's.
That was.
Let me see that. Bring that over here.
By the way, they did find out what that garbage was. Yeah, that was what he was actually showing Trump. The photo or the clip of the garbage being tossed out the second-story window. It was not AI. It was an actual contractor who was just removing some stuff and for maintenance, I guess.
Those windows
regular
don't
maintenance.
open,
I know. That's what they
this
said.
AI. What are you talking about?
That's what they said. But apparently they do. From time to time, they do open.
They weigh like 600 pounds. Melania had just asked them the other day, "Yeah, I'd like to get some fresh air in here." But you can't.
You can't
because they're too heavy and they don't open.
It is weird that they do open, isn't it?
It is.
I don't think that should be.
Well, it's a fire hazard, right?
It seems more like, I guess. But if they're bulletproof, they should be pretty heavy, right?
Real
pretty sturdy.
Real heavy, yeah.
So I don't know, but they showed Nancy and Ronald Reagan. They showed a photo of them opening one of the windows and waving out of it back in the 80s.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
though.
it was.
Yeah,
right.
That was a long time ago. They
different
don't
windows.
open now, Pat. I don't know what you don't understand about this.
So
the
I'm
man
completely
said,
mistaken. They don't open.
The man said they don't open.
They don't open. Okay.
What you looked at was AI.
All right. Meanwhile, here's a recent poll by Gallop that finds 76% of Republicans are, quote, satisfied with the direction of the country versus less than 1% of Democrats.
Democrats, yeah.
Wow.
1%, less than 1%.
Okay, so what was the Republicans?
76%.
76%.
Which seems a little low to me.
Say the good direction, less than 1% Democrats.
Yep.
Awesome.
His approval rating with Republicans right now is about 84, which is low. That should be in the 90s somewhere. And it's under 1% with Democrats. So,
they hate him so
they hate him
much.
so irrationally.
There's
it's
nothing that they like about Donald Trump.
And he's said it many times. There is nothing he could do that they would agree with, that they would be pleased with, that they would say, yeah, that's good. He's doing a good job on that.
No.
There's nothing.
Yes. He should help.
There's nothing.
He should help abortion out and say he's all for it.
Yeah. And see what happens with the Democrats.
Let's go.
Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting? Then they're really up against it because that's where they worship at the altar of abortion.
I know.
So if Trump got behind that, they'd have a real dilemma.
I know.
That would be fun.
It would be.
That would be fun. Just so long as everybody knew he's not serious on this. Okay, he's just trying to goad the Democrats.
And that's really the problem, which
that's
then
the problem.
Turns into
Yes.
He's not serious. We're going to hate him even more for just kidding around about that. We want to kill babies.
Plus, we'd be a little upset with him if we didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
All right. So one of those people that absolutely hates President Trump irrationally is Jasmine Crockett.
Such a gross human.
Here she is talking about the free speech threat.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you can't
First
say
Amendment, when the biggest threat to free speech right now is the old guy that is sitting over in the Oval.
Mm-hmm. There's another thing I hate. The hard G on the ing sound. It's ing. not ing.
Ing.
He's sitting. He's not sitting. Stop it. Here's a person who is the most extreme buffoon in the country who says anything that pops into her mind. And you're the one who's going to whine and complain about a free speech threat? Nobody's a better example of what you can get away with than she is.
Amen.
Are you kidding me?
She babbles and babbles and babbles,
gosh.
and nobody does a thing. But we play it back so we can hear her say, sitting
First Amendment, when the biggest threat to free speech right now is the old guy that is sitting over in the Oval.
See? Sitting.
Yeah, and she's been trying out new accents.
It's just terrible.
There was an appearance she made over the weekend. We don't have the clip, but she's got yet another accent. Remember, she started when she started her political career. There's that clip that's going around where she's talking about going from Austin to hopefully Washington, D.C., and she just sounds like a normal human being, just talking.
Yeah, that was educated out of...
Educated. She was just talking?
Yeah.
She was just talking.
And now she's got to go ghetto, and I got an attitude, and I'm such a badass, and oh, gosh, shut up. Ugh,
she's the worst.
Hideous.
Terrible. Then there's Joy Reid.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's hard to...
It's a good segue there.
Between the two, it's hard to decide who's worse.
Yeah, Jasmine actually has a little bit of standing as a congresswoman.
Listen to Joy Reid here, and I don't think she... I think she believes that Donald Trump was never shot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
a big thing right now on the left.
This is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
He's got these magical doctors who claim that he was shot in the ear, but his ear, I guess, grew back. He had a Duplo bandage on 1 minute, no bandage the next. We can't get a medical record from this alleged assassination. He was supposedly shot. We have nothing. We've got nothing.
Where are the investigative records? One day he slapped his maxi pad on his ear. The next day the ear is totally.
We want the records too.
And I remember
but not
being
the medical
in
ones.
where we both used to work, saying, "Isn't it odd that we've never asked for his medical records?" And I got in trouble for that. Right? So you're not allowed to even say, "Isn't that weird?" We have more records. I know more about.
Saying, what do you mean you're not allowed to say it?
President Ford, than I do about Donald Trump. And the Gerald Ford thing happened when I was a child, right? And they put out more information almost immediately. We knew almost immediately almost everything about Kennedy's assassination. I know more about McKinley's assassination than I do about this attempt to assassinate Trump when he was a presidential candidate. We're getting nothing. And the mainstream media isn't demanding his medical records. They're not demanding anything. They're terrified of this man.
Shot in the ear.
And now that people are speculating that he might have died.
What do you want?
We only get that online, but mainstream media is acting like everything's fine.
This is weird. This is so weird. Like, we can agree that, we don't have enough information about Thomas Crooks or any connections he might have had with some people in the government. We need to get to the bottom of that.
That's for
She's hung up on, I don't think he was shot. That's what she's hung up on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's the big conspiracy theory.
So the picture of the blood on Trump's face.
Baked.
Did you just do a ketchup pack
I guess.
at the right moment?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Gosh, these people are unhinged.
Yes. Very much so.
Holy crap.
Yes, they are.
Joy Reid.
Yeah, it's incredible. It really is incredible. We're the conspiracy theorists.
That's right.
Right.
On the right.
Right.
We're the ones who are crazy right-wing conspiracy kooks.
If you have any question about the 2020 vote and and the integrity involved there, you're the biggest threat that this country's ever
Or
seen.
vaccines.
Or vaccines. And we've been proven out time and time again on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you think that you have a legitimate gripe about the president of the United States getting shot, but you don't believe that when the evidence is very clear? That's a new level there. Congratulations to Joy Reid and the kooks on the left.
We also got some photos that I think are AI. Because,
they're AI?
Cory Booker is with a girl here, and I just don't buy it.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at this.
Senator Cory Booker?
This is Senator Cory Booker with a girl. Come on now. Come on. What are you trying to
Spartacus, what up, bro?
He's getting married.
What are you trying to pull?
He's getting married. Did either of them ever close their mouths?
That's why they're getting married.
I guess.
That's great.
Wow.
So he got down on one knee. Did we see that one already?
Yeah, we saw that.
Okay, let's show that again, because he got down on his knee and he asked her to marry him. And oh, wow.
And she's like, what?
What? I have no idea.
I'm going to tell you a Laffy Taffy joke now. What is happening there?
That's great. Wow.
So is this in Panama or?
I don't know. Hawaii looks like they get the lays, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
I got it.
You did get it?
We're not sure half the time with you,
Yeah,
Will.
right.
Okay.
Right.
So,
like the lay thing's probably Hawaii, not Panama, Jeffy.
Sorry.
We were a little confused
Boy,
there
you're
where
right.
you were going with that.
there'd be cocaine baggies around the neck.
So you
if
want
it was
to-
Panama?
Ooh. You want to? I'll give you.
What's he getting ready for?
Some
Though?
more good
What's he
news.
getting ready for? If he's got a woman now, is he getting ready to run for higher office again?
No doubt. Probably president
Look, I'm
in 28.
legitimate. I have
Yes.
a wife now.
Yep.
I'm straight. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what's your good news?
The good news is Jerry Nadler is retiring from the United States Congress.
Mm-hmm.
He said that after 34 years, I need to make room for a next generation of Democrats.
Make room in his drawers, man.
He said that he was reluctant at first to quit the fight against President Donald Trump, but was ultimately convinced he should step aside. Yeah, New York is changing. It's going to the communists, the Islamists, and Nadler needs to get the hell out of there. I'm not saying that we should change over the entire party, he said, but I think a certain amount of change is very helpful, especially when we face the challenge of Trump and his incipient fascism. So we lose the smelliest congressman in the U.S. Congress. They don't have to worry about him crop dusting the representative floor, and there's no more. We will lose him pooping on stage when he was with Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah,
I am proud to join my colleagues in introducing the Protecting Our Democracy Act, so that we may restore these and other checks and balances that are so fundamental to our democracy.
Yeah.
And
what's
that?
As I bring on Congresswoman Maloney.
Notice everybody's wearing a mask so they don't smell it.
Acknowledging legislation.
That has nothing to do with COVID. That's about Jerry Nadler's smell.
And the chairman's legislation that they're putting forth. And Chairwoman. I also want to acknowledge Maxine Waters is doing some very important work.
And he's going to waddle out now because
this package.
He just filled his pants. So he's kind of, look at that.
With that, I'm pleased to yield to the distinguished Chairwoman of the
I forgot how great that clip was.
Oh, that's so nasty.
It sure is, man. But hey, goodbye. You'll be missed, Jerry.
I'm sorry, Jerry, but
you'll be missed.
Deion Sanders already beat you to the Depends sponsorship, bro.
Right.
Wow,
oh, man,
that is something else.
Holy cow!
Yeah. All right. When Glenn founded Real Estate Agents I Trust, it wasn't because he wanted to start another business. It was because he knew firsthand how stressful buying or selling a home could be. He'd been burned by bad experiences with agents who didn't communicate, didn't negotiate well, and didn't put the client's needs first. After moving back and forth around the United States, he'd had enough of those kinds of experiences. So he built a network of professionals across the country who share something in common. They've got a proven track record, they've got integrity, and a proven record of excellence. These are full-time agents who close deals, who know the market inside and out, and understand how to make the process smoother and less stressful for you. Buying or selling a home is one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make. You don't have to gamble on whether or not you pick the right partner. Glenn created Real Estate Agents I Trust so you can skip the guesswork and connect with somebody who you can rely on from day one. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com. That's realestateagentsitrust.com.
Like what you hear? Listen to more at youtube.com/Pat Gray.
Welcome. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where Jeff Gibson tweets, I wonder how many livers Putin has gone through so far. Maybe these people falling out of windows are just organ donors.
That's the thing.
Okay.
There's been rumors about his health, and he looks fine.
I could believe it.
This answers everything right there.
I could believe it. Census Cowboy, I wonder which Pat hates more. Sit-in or sitting?
Sit-in or sitting?
Oh, sit-in.
Sit-in.
Okay, yeah, not a sit-in. It would be, put the T there. It'd be sit-in.
Sit-in? Yeah.
Or sitting. Okay, they're both.
Oh, no.
I have a former son-in-law who uses the hard G on every ing.
You got rid of him, though?
Yeah, I got rid of him.
Okay.
I had my daughter divorce him for that reason.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
She had to.
Had to.
Yeah.
She had to.
Had to.
Tough crowd.
Had to. Sorry, you can't be part of this family. No.
Get out.
Hey, thanks for coming to the wedding. Oh, you got to go.
The wedding.
You're out. You're out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gen X Kid, are we still talking about the assassination hoax?
Awesome.
Right?
Very funny.
We still are, yes.
Yeah.
Bill de Blasio.
Oh, you know him, you love him.
Oh, do I ever?
You know him, you love him.
He was on discussing Zohran Mamdani.
Yeah, he's all for him. He's
big time,
behind him,
big
behind
supporter.
him all the time. He's on Morning Joe, and he on Morning Joe called Zamboni a democratic socialist. All right, but he said that he considers himself a social democrat. Okay, all right, whatever, Bill. Whatever floats your boat. That's fine. It was a long interview. I went through most of it for you. And there was only one. There's like 30, 40 seconds that is really good. He mentions opening up government grocery stores. What a great idea that was in the food deserts of New York, because you know there's so many food deserts in the city of New York City.
It's almost all food desert. It's almost impossible to get food in New York City.
In New York
There's
City,
only like 70,000 restaurants in Manhattan alone. Yeah, it's really tough to get some food.
On top of those,
on top of the grocery stores,
boiling hot dogs on the street corners.
Yeah,
you can't find food anywhere.
Come on.
So he
Ridiculous.
mentions busing. He mentions about the grocery stores, and he mentions free busing like 3 times. And at about the third time, even Joe calls him out. And he doesn't. And you'll enjoy his answer.
He says, okay, let's have the government come in, set up some grocery stores where the private sector is not putting in grocery stores and help get people quality food at a reasonable price. Makes a lot of sense to me. Free busing.
And who runs that?
Because you're a moron.
The city of New York runs it, just like we run so many other services. And the bottom line here is to think about the free buses again. Free buses has been proven to work in many parts of the country.
Where?
What?
I'll get your list of cities, but the bottom line is,
I'll get you a list of
it
cities.
is
Because he doesn't have
that
them.
allows people to
work.
One, reduce their costs, which people are overwhelmed by.
Right.
To get into mass transit more.
Yeah. And
it
Al
works
Sharpton's there,
because
lives in
we
Babylon.
know that if people are given a quality alternative they can afford, they'll use it.
Oh yeah, if they're given a quality alternative, you mean like the only alternative,
like free and really quality.
Now, he doesn't have a list of cities. I don't think there is a list of cities
according to AI.
Okay,
Kansas City, Missouri, became the first large U.S. city to have a system-wide fare-free bus program.
Fare-free bus program.
So that's
in Kansas City.
One large city.
Okay.
There is also 2 smaller. It looks like Akron, Ohio, offers fare-free Dash bus service on weekdays. I don't know what Dash service is.
Quick services to get downtown for office workers and
maybe.
Stuff. Yeah.
And Alexandria, Virginia is the other one.
Okay. I'd like to see the numbers of those Kansas City free
Fayetteville.
busing
I'm sorry,
too.
Fayetteville, Arkansas. So there's 4 total, but there's some countries like Luxembourg, Malta, and Kuala Lumpur. These are powerful countries whose example we want to follow, because I'm sure it's quite successful, and I'm sure.
I mean, Luxembourg is about as big as the building we work in.
Yeah, right.
So you say this
they're
are
all
free?
small.
These are free bus services?
Luxembourg, as of February 2020, all public transport, including buses, trams, and trains, are free nationwide.
Wow.
So how are they funded then? If they're free, are they funded by tax dollars? Because clearly New York City is really low with the tax burden.
Yeah, so they got
they're not.
They got a real cushion there to start charging people
I'm sure
more in their
the
taxes.
profits they make at the grocery stores
Okay,
will pay for the busing.
Oh, right. Wait a minute. Who's paying for the free grocery stores or the
don't start bugging me
taxes
down with that.
again? Taxes.
Don't bug me down
So
with that.
don't worry about
I'd
it.
be interested to see. That's what I was saying about Kansas City too. I'd like to know how they're paying for that.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, the numbers.
And he proven successful. Really, what does that mean? How successful?
Well,
in what way is
he
it
doesn't even
successful?
know. He doesn't even have a list.
He doesn't know.
He can't even mention. He doesn't even name one city. He doesn't even say, "Well, Kansas City is working great right now."
I'll get you a list.
Yeah.
Will you?
Stop it.
You'll never see the list
because he doesn't care. He just likes sitting around the kitchen table conversation and saying we have free buses, free busing, free busing.
So listen to this. The free Kansas City bus system was funded primarily by temporary federal COVID-19 relief funds. Good planning, KC.
Wow.
And now there is a significant budget gap.
No kidding.
What?
How does that happen?
What?
350 minutes. Hold on. Let me just see here. I would like to know, now how
big the significant deficit is.
Maybe Patrick Mahomes is paying for it.
I see. Okay.
Probably could.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Probably could.
Okay, well, congratulations, Kansas City. I'm sure that's really helpful.
Well, see, I mean, we already know that they're now running in a gap, which is so it isn't working successfully.
Right. That's the thing with socialism. Somebody's paying for it.
Exactly my point.
I was just talking to somebody about one of the socialist type countries in Europe, Finland, which all the immigrants that come into Finland get checks, and they get free health care, they get free college if they want to go to school. And who pays for that? The residents.
Personally, I don't
the legal
care.
citizens.
I'm ready to move in.
I know. Well, so are a lot of people from Africa, all ready to move in, and they do. And so the Finnish people,
the country's got to be
pay for it all.
Yeah.
So nobody lives.
They got to be broke.
They live in 3 square feet of space. Yeah. They don't have washer dryers. They don't have the conveniences that we have because they can't afford them.
Right.
Their homes are tiny. The homes we have here would be mansions to them. 2,500 square feet, which is just like the basic average level of a home footage, would be a mansion to them. They just don't live that way.
It's too much to live in that.
Just
anyway.
too much.
Quick update here. The free busing in Kansas City program ended in July due to budget concerns. They can't even fund it now.
Where? In Kansas City?
They ran out of money.
Oh, my God.
They had temporary funds.
So now
you got
the
a
citizens
temporary
have to
free
pay.
system. Yes, I guess so.
So I guess we still have buses, or we just shut the whole thing down?
I don't know.
That is fantastic.
That I don't know, but there's your proof that it just doesn't work.
So that leaves you Akron, Alexandria, and Fayetteville. You should look into those, too.
I bet you those were
See
set
what
up
the deal
with
is there.
COVID funding as well.
Yeah. How incredibly successful, proven successful
because there's
they
some
are.
cities that have, Salt Lake has that little train that runs in the downtown area. That's free, but that's just
Tracks.
that one. That's just that one little section.
There is one
count it
section
as
that's free.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just
But the whole line's not
correct.
Not free.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that a successful free transportation?
Probably. Akron has ended as well.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
888-933-93. Remember our friend Malcolm Gladwell?
Yeah, I love Malcolm.
Written some big time best-selling books.
Huge podcast. Everything.
Open-minded, kind of liberal-leaning probably guy. He was on a podcast recently where he talked about being on a panel with one of the guys who was also on the podcast, and mentioned how wrong he was when he was the host of the panel. Kind of amazing. This is a pretty cool admission about what he was saying about trans athletes at the time compared to what he really felt then and how he feels now.
Malcolm chaired a session at the Sloan Conference. That's a big event held every year at MIT in Boston. I think it was in 2022. I lose track of time. But he was the chairperson, and I was on a panel of 3 or 4. I forget exactly how many, but
they stacked the panel. They stacked it against you, Ross. They put a trans athlete and a trans advocate and you on the panel, and I was the moderator. And it was one of those strange situations where my suspicion is that 90% of the people in the audience were on your side, but 5% of the audience was willing to admit it.
My recollection of it is that everything I said was met with deathly silence, and everything the other two said got cheered.
Well, but the cheers were I think there was a hardcore of people who were ideologically committed to the position. But the idea that there's many interesting things to say about that conversation. One was that it was a particular moment which has passed. If we did a replay of that exact panel at the Sloan Conference this coming March, it runs in exactly the opposite direction.
Wow.
And it would be, I suspect, near unanimity in the room that trans athletes have no place in the female category. And I don't think there's any question. I just think it was a strange. I was the reason I'm ashamed of my performance at that panel because I share your position 100%, and I was cowed. The idea of saying anything on this issue, I was I believe in retrospect, in a dishonest way. I was objective in a dishonest way. I let a lot of of howlers pass without comment because I didn't. And I said to you in an email, there was that moment, remember, when, and I've forgotten her name. She's wonderful. Sorry, I've forgotten their name.
Okay. Thank you.
Very, very thoughtful person.
There you go.
They were the trans athlete on the panel. And at one point they turned to you, Ross, and they said, Ross, you have to let us win. And it was at that moment that I realized this position has gone, this argument has gone to the furthest extreme.
Yeah.
What the trans movement is not asking for, they're not asking for, a place at the table. They're not asking for to be treated with respect and dignity.
They're asking for the table.
What they're asking is for no one to question the considerable physiological advantage they bring to the sport, and no one to question if they're going to win these races by 5 seconds. Suck it up. That's what they were asking, right? Which is, in other words, if a really good Caster Semenya comes along, who can run 147. What they're saying is you just have to that's
the way it goes.
So they win by 10 meters. So they win by 15. You would win by almost 100 meters, right? In the 800. What they're saying is you should have to live with that. And that, when I heard that, I was like, this is nuts.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. At least he's big enough to admit it.
Yes, absolutely.
He was wrong, but he got there.
You can thank Donald Trump for forcing the issue and changing the culture. And forcing colleges to accept female athletes in female categories only.
Also, the trans boxer is back in the news. The disgraced Olympic boxer Imani Khalif has submitted an appeal to an arbitration court about being banned from women's boxing. Now, he is banned because he failed the test about being a woman. He's not. He's not a woman. He won gold in the women's 66-kilogram competition. I don't know if that's a pound. I don't know if it's 7,000 pounds.
We know it's
no
more
one
than
knows.
No one knows. We have seen them, so we know that.
Right. We know
they weigh more than a pound.
So apparently,
it is
slightly more than a pound, but I have no idea. But he won gold in the women's competition in the Paris Olympics in 2024. He was found to be a man even prior to that competition because he'd been tested at another competition.
Right.
Turns out the Algerian has XY chromosomes. Now, he does have some kind of condition, apparently. And so he's trying to get into the next World Boxing Association match, wherever it is, without any testing. Okay. And they're like, no, sorry.
Start your own league, bro.
You've already tested to be a man. But Three Wire Sports says that his alleged medical condition is formally described as 5-alpha reductus.
I hate that.
Type 2 deficiency.
Nobody wants that.
He reportedly has XY chromosomes, internal testes, and a micropenis.
Okay.
So it sounds a lot like Tim Walz. Temp on Timmy Walz.
Yes, sir.
So sounds a little like Tim Walz.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, then, you know,
see that, Kevin? You read about that in the paper, Kevin?
That is crazy, Jay. You telling me?
You see that in the paper? He's got a micro penis. He's a lot like Timmy Walz.
Boom, boom.
Tim Walz.
Can we go back to the Malcolm Gladwell situation here? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is a larger signal that the culture is definitely shifting in the correct direction where common sense prevails. However, the decor in his house there, that is a picture of Mao Zedong behind him.
Oh, my gosh,
that
yeah.
we need to address at some point.
Notice that.
Please.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, bro. Let's change that out next time you do a live hit.
That's weird.
That's
weird. Maybe it says, maybe the Chinese writing underneath is this guy really sucks.
Okay.
Mass murderer.
I hate this mass murderer.
Yeah.
I see.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You know, you had the stats earlier about 76% of Republicans think that the direction of the country is in a positive direction.
Mm-hmm.
And agreed. I think it's because of culture wins like this and swaying hearts and minds, such as a Malcolm Gladwell there. And I don't know that people realize how far we've come just in a short period of time. In other words, we've gone so far extreme to the left, and now we're trying to turn the ship around. And I don't know that a lot of people realize why we disdain someone like a Lindsey Graham so much and some of the positions he has taken in the past.
I know why you don't like him, but I don't know about others.
He's a warmonger, pro-amnesty.
Right.
What else you got over there?
No, that's not what
That's
I was
not
thinking.
it? That's not
No,
where you're
that
going?
wasn't
Okay.
it.
So I want to take you back because this is similar, I think, as we talk about the direction of the country. Go to 2011. Remember La Raza? You've made this very clear, Pat. It stands for the race, and it's like a... What would you call it? A Hispanic supremacist type organization?
That's exactly what I would call it.
And so he's speaking there, and this is in the middle of the amnesty fight. And I want you to hear where Lindsey Graham was in 2011.
Okay.
The answer to me in solving the immigration problem is just focus on what it means to be an American. And that's the key to this problem. And an American is an idea. No group owns being an American. Nobody owns this. We are going to solve this problem. We're not going to run people down. We're not going to scapegoat people. We're going to tell the biggest to shut up, and we're going to get this right.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So the rule of law, if you supported that in 2011 according to Lindsey
up.
Graham, you're a bigot, and we're going to tell you to shut up. Now, I want you to take that idea of America.
That's a problem to me.
And the shift.
Is that a problem for you?
A little bit of a problem.
Okay.
Stick with me here. That's 2011 America. And that was the Republican Party way off track, drifting so far to the left. Now I want you to see Senator Eric Schmidt yesterday at the conservative gathering there in, I think it was, where were they? I don't know. But here's what it really means to be an American, and he knocks this out of the park.
The Continental Army soldiers dying of frostbite at Valley Forge, the Pilgrims struggling to survive in the hard winter soil of Plymouth, the pioneers striking out from Missouri for the wild and dangerous frontier, the outnumbered Kentucky settlers repelling wave after wave of Indian war band attacks from beyond the stockade walls. All of them will be astonished to hear that they were only fighting for a proposition. They believed they were fighting for a nation, a homeland for themselves and their descendants. They fought, they bled, they struggled, they died for us. They built this country for us. America, in all its glory, is their gift to us. handed down across the generations. It belongs to us. It's our birthright. It's our heritage, our destiny. If America is everything and everyone, then it is nothing and no one at all. When they tear down our statues and monuments, mock our history, and insult our traditions, they're attacking our future as well as our past. By changing the stories we tell about ourselves, they believe they can build a new America with the new myths, a new people. But America doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us. It's our home. It's a heritage entrusted to us by our ancestors. It's a way of life that is ours and only ours. If we disappear, then America too will cease to exist.
Okay.
Put
That's
that in
good
your
stuff.
pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, that's
I thought
really
that
good.
was excellent.
Really good.
Quite a contrast from where we've come from with Lindsey Graham types.
No question.
For sure.
Yeah. We spend a lot of time talking about what's going on in culture and in politics, the battles, the noise, the craziness. But here's something different. If you're a woman listening right now, or if there's a woman in your life that you care about, you need to hear about this. It's called Share the Arrows, and it's happening October 11th here in Dallas, Texas. Hosted by BlazeTV's own Allie Beth Stuckey. It's designed to encourage, equip, and speak truth to women who are trying to stand firm in the world. It's a full day of worship, teaching, and real conversation with bold voices like Jinger Duggar Voila, Alyssa Childers, Katie Faust, Taylor Dukes, and a lot more. Worship will be led by Francesca Battiselli, and it's going to be an incredible experience. So if you're a woman craving encouragement and biblical truth, this is for you. In a culture that's constantly pulling in the wrong direction, this is a chance to stop, reset, and get grounded in biblical truth. Tickets and details are at sharethearrows.com. And yes, VIP options are still available. Sharethearrows.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed now continues.
I think we mentioned very briefly yesterday the net worth of Ilhan Omar and her husband is about $30 million now. She claims she's not rich at all. She's not rich. She hasn't gotten... She makes $173,000 a year before taxes. She's not rich. Their wealth has gone up 3,500%. Yep, 3,500%.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Living the American dream, this immigrant.
Thank you.
The company, I guess there's two companies that her husband is associated with.
Oh, this is her husband now.
Yes,
Okay.
her husband now,
Okay,
not the
so-
brother husband.
not the brother
This is a new husband.
Right.
She divorced the brother husband.
Boy, that had to be awkward, huh?
Yeah, had to be.
Thanksgiving's got to be weird.
If he's invited, yes, it would be. I would think it'd be weird.
He's still family. You don't uninvite family.
They're filing in 2023 when her husband's companies were worth less than $100,000. The companies had a combined total of $700 in the bank.
Okay. I'm just getting off their feet, trying to get this thing up and running, getting going.
Yeah, like I said, the American dream.
Yeah.
And it's up and running. One of them's worth up to $30 million now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Is she going to write a book and tell us how it's done?
I hope so, because, man, I think we'd all like to know.
Yeah.
How does this insider trading work where you cash in big time like
They used
this?
to have connections.
Yeah, that's pretty
How do
good.
you siphon off your campaign funds like that? I'd like to know.
We'd all like to know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The other thing I wanted to mention was that President Trump did I think, a really smart thing yesterday. He offered Eric Adams a job in the administration of some kind. I don't know what it was. But apparently they got together. Trump officials got together with Eric Adams, who's running for mayor in New York. They're trying to get him out of the race, clear the way so that it can just be the two of them. Andrew Cuomo and Mamdani.
Because what's his face dropped out too? The other guy, Jim Walden, right?
Jim Walden
dropped out of the race too.
Yeah,
everybody was clamoring about
and that
Jim.
probably helps Mamdani, if we're being honest.
Yeah, well, he'll get that extra 1% of the vote. But this is brilliant. Offer him vice president if you have to, but get him out of the race. I'm kidding, of course. I love JD Vance. But it is so important for Mamdani not to win. I mean, I don't know what you offer Eric Adams. He's a former lawman, maybe a job in the Justice Department, the
something
FBI,
with
the
illegal
CIA.
immigration.
Something, yeah.
There you go. That was his big thing anyway, yeah.
Right. And apparently they're also trying to find something for Curtis Sliwa to get him out of the race as well.
I mean, he could start going with the National Guard to these cities and make them safer.
I like that. Let's do it. Since we're going to every city in the country, and we're going to do a military takeover of the entire United States of America.
He can show us how the Guardians
he can head
ran
up that
it,
effort.
We're good to go.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Thinking
and
outside
now
the
would
box.
be a good time to invest in berets because they're coming to a city near you soon.
But as much as I don't like Cuomo, I mean, he's far preferable to Mamdani.
We read those polls that I don't know that I believe that he could win.
He's up by 11 in a head-to-head, according to that poll. Was that this week? We
I
saw
think
that?
so, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was 53-42. Was it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
I don't think so.
You're trying to rain on my parade here. I'm trying to find a way whereby this guy this Islamionist does not win, and there just aren't very many scenarios where he can't.
I know.
So this would be great if that could happen. But that's interesting. And again, it shows you how many irons in the fire President Trump has.
Sure. Yeah,
he's working on literally.
That's right.
Everything.
New York City.
He's working on everything.
Mayoral inauguration is January 1st. So you could have that Islamionist in power in less than 4 months.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, man.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh.
Yeah. In the financial capital of this country. Wouldn't that be great? That'd be great to have an Islamionist
financial
running
capital of the world.
It'd be great. Yeah, really. The world.
I mean, free groceries, free busing.
But there's free groceries and free busing, Pat.
Well, and the busing has been proven to work.
Absolutely.
We
It's
saw
never been done right.
that Kansas City just closed up their free busing.
Don't.
In Akron, Ohio.
Yes.
Okay.
But don't. It's just never been done right.
Oh, okay.
Just like communism.
It's like communism.
Exactly.
And perhaps Bill got Joe the list, and I just missed the Morning Joe episode when Joe
they went
ran
to
down the
commercial break.
list.
Yeah. They did it off air.
Yeah.
Big long list.
Yeah, Bill de Blasio promised to get Joe Scarborough the list. I'm sure he already has because he promised it.
So terrible.
So I guess
just lie and move on.
Is Alexandria, Virginia, the only city in America that has?
No,
there was
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Fayetteville, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Well, you know what? Let me check.
Look those up.
Fayetteville.
I wonder if those have failed.
Alexandria.
They were all running on COVID money
to still be
operating for free.
Yep.
Okay.
So Fayetteville. Okay.
Fayetteville, Arkansas, the
Beautiful
last
this time of
remaining
year.
hope.
Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Arkansas Razorback Transit System. It looks like it might have
still going.
There's some fixed route buses. So it doesn't sound like the whole thing is.
That's right. That's what
it's
I was
a
saying,
dash, the dash system, whatever that is.
So you got 1.5 American cities have free buses. It's
all right.
working
It's working out great.
Oh, it's proven to be foolproof. It works great everywhere they do it. In those two teeny little towns.
I want to see this free map because it's, let's see. I want to see, because it's probably, a stretch of like a half a mile?
Gotta be, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll bet it is, because that's what Trax is.
Yeah.
It might be a mile from, I think, it's like that hotel.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's a mile.
To downtown.
Yeah, maybe
it's
it
a
is.
hotel on
Yeah.
the edge of downtown to the
Takes you
middle
down
of
to the middle,
downtown.
yeah.
And that
Cool.
part is free.
Yeah.
So
Why would you want to go anywhere else?
You wouldn't. You just wouldn't. There's
And they,
nowhere else
and they
to
want
go.
people to go there and walk and shop at all these shops.
Mm-hmm.
But you can hop on the train for free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for about a mile, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a mile. That's great. Meanwhile, this has been This has been a situation that we've been following for a while. The reason for some concern about what's happening here in Texas. Amy Meck lives here in Texas, and she's single-handedly trying to wake up local politicians to the invasion that's happening here by radical imams and Sharia-focused mosques. And we've talked about some of these areas that they're developing as complete Muslim communities where they don't want Christians involved at all. And they're trying to stop Christians by making them pay money that goes toward the mosque.
Right.
And I guess they feel like that's going to keep them out. And so we played a podcast from some of these guys that were talking about it and laughing about it, how they're beating the system. And it just brought it to attention. And so now the officials in Texas are trying to do something about it and put a stop to it. But it's advancing rapidly right now. And few people even realize this is going on. She says she's been quieter lately because she's working with our new Texas chapter leader to build an intel team that's flagging case after case across the state. At this point, we've identified over 100 projects, properties, networks, and individuals.
Oh,
wow. Not harmless community initiatives, but dangerous, deeply troubling operations whose scale is staggering. So is this beyond the thing that's going on in Irving and Plano?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
It sure does.
Here's what we're documenting. Land is being acquired quietly, often under the radar. On it, Sharia adherent enclaves are forming. So these are Sharia adherent. Living Sharia law in the United States of America. Complete with Islamic-only schools, Sharia finance, halal food stores, clothing shops, and housing. These enclaves are designed to be self-sufficient so families never have to interact with the outside world.
Over 100 of these projects.
These communities are intentionally sealed off. They have no desire to integrate with the broader population, and their leadership finds it easier to control them when contact with outsiders is minimized. Why would you want to live here when this is your goal?
That is interesting, right?
Why don't you go live in a Muslim-dominated country?
Because that country's already taken over.
Yeah, they're taking over America, and this is their plan, and it's playing out.
So we just did the law about
100 of them.
The Chinese government buying land in Texas, right? We put that down, and we're buying that back or kicking them out or whatever. So I guess we're just allowing the Islamists to purchase that.
There you go. Neat, right?
Really disturbing.
By the way, Joe's son lives in Alexandria, Virginia. There are no longer free bus routes there.
Oh, wow. What a surprise.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.